Hello ladies, we want to do a Valentine's Day look today, so let's just get to it. I'm not going to do any of my other makeup around my face to make it look prettier than what it does right now. I know I'm not wearing anything, but it's going to be a lot of color on our eyes, and so as that falls down underneath here, especially with these purple hues that we're using, you definitely don't want to get any of this fallout down here to add to what already can be blue or purple with under eye bags. So we're going to do our eyes first, and then we're going to clean everything up. I'm going to use my NYX pencil. It's my jumbo pencil in milk. This does tend to crease. A lot of people do use this as a base, but so that it doesn't crease, I'm going to use my Urban Decay Primer Potion first. I don't know how you sharpen these NYX pencils, so mine's gotten down to the bottom, and what I use is just a brush to kind of dig it out. Apply this all over my lid. You don't need a ton of the NYX pencil because it goes a very long way. If you rub it in, you'll lose a lot of the effect that the jumbo pencil can give you. So I'm going to pat. White can just make colors pop like crazy on your eye. And so that's why I'm using the NYX pencil today for our Valentine look. Okay, so now I'm going to take my, what am I going to take? I'm going to take my Maxine's mop, but this is the huge one. This is the 1/2 inch. Well, not the huge one, but this is the 1/2 inch. And I'm going to take Blanc Type, which is one of the best bone colors ever, and this is from MAC. And I'm going to pat this on. Sorry, should silence my phone. I'm going to pat for the best color payoff, and even go a little bit up onto my brows just to make sure that I get it. And then all across my lid. Okay, now I'm going to take my 239, or you can use your Maxine's mop, and I'm going to go into plum dressing, or just anything that you have that's maroon. The picture that I have here is just what inspired me to do this look, but I'm going to be honest, I don't think I'm talented enough to get it exactly right, so I'm going to do my version of. Plus her eyes are very different from mine, and her eyes are closed. That's a huge thing. So I'm going to look directly into my mirror. I want as much lid space as I can because I love that beautiful bone color that she has, and then it just gradually goes up into that maroon. I'm going to get a little bit with my 239, tap it off, look straight into my mirror, and kind of trace out where I want to go with this. And I do want to come in a little bit, okay? Get more so you guys can actually see what I'm doing. Now remember that this is just placement. The way that we make this gradually happen is by blending with bigger, floofier brushes. This is just placement. That's another problem that people have when they try to do a smoky eye and they use bigger brushes to do their darker colors. It doesn't work. And I'm literally putting more and more on that same line. I'm not going anywhere else. Okay, so that's quite a bit above my crease. Here's my crease right here, and that's where I'm putting it. I'm gonna do it a little bit deeper because as I blend, that's gonna be taken away. So that's where I'm putting it, right there. Okay, so that is what my eyes look like right now. Little bit silly, but it's a work in progress. Now what I'm going to do, and this is my best friend color, this is what I suggest to anyone that's either a brunette or that likes purples or that has brown eyes, Fig 1. The thing about this is it's so highly pigmented that, I mean, it's just so dense. you know, you can't see anything. And it's just a swipe of it, you know, that happens that way. Now I'm going to take this to deepen it up, but first I want to take a clean brush, and I'm going to take, let's see, I'm going to take a 224. Clean, nothing's on this. And I'm going to go back and forth over that plum dressing that I just did. Okay, then I want to take Naked, because I've talked over and over and over about how you need to marry your lighter color with your darker color with something that is like not a mid-tone brown, but a super, super light skin toned brown. So we're going to the very, very top of that plum dressing and just going back and forth. Now we're looking a little bit silly. I wish you could see this better. Okay, now I'm going to take that same 239 brush. I'm going to take my plum dressing and I'm going to go under. And go more onto my crease right here. Notice on the outside here, I am still leaving it completely open. Okay, so I have not joined that at all yet. And just keep deepening that outer part up. I want to go back in and do a little bit more of the bone color, and I'm actually going to use my finger. And make sure it is really in there. Just right in there. Especially in those corners. Okay. Now I'm going to take just a touch of black, and I'm going to make sure I take it with a small brush. So I'm going to use that teeny tiny Maxine's mop. And just do a line right in there. And if you'll notice, all of my colors, I'm leaving this so bare that all of my colors kind of come to a point and then start flicking outward. That's the line that you're going to draw with your black as well. But then we take that 224 brush and we're going to try and stay on the very tip bristles. Don't push down into your crease, but just to soften up that black a little bit and not pull it into that open space that we have. Just blend it in a little bit. Okay, perfect. A little bit more up on my brow bone. Just because the Naked kind of took it away a little bit, so I want a little bit more up there. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to take a wipe, any makeup wipe that you have, go underneath, and any color that fell down, just kind of get that off. Now we're going to finally clear up our faces. Okay, and I'm just going to be using my Revlon Color Stay in medium beige. And to powder that all down, I'm still using my Zango from the Glimpse line. Love it. I'm all about my contour palette that I love so much. So I'm just going to be doing some contouring. In this photo though, I actually really loved that it was very severe, and a lot of that is photoshopping, but it's very severe right here, and I loved it. So I'm actually gonna do that. So I'm gonna go a little bit lower than I normally would. And just keep going back and forth to get the intensity that I want. Go up into the hairline. Do some on the temples right here. Just chisel out that face. Go down the neckline. And then to soften that up just a little bit, I was kind of using this side. I'm just going to flip it over and take a brighter blush and just kind of pat it in this general area. I like taking that skin toned color, this one right in the middle here, going down my nose, up, high on that cheekbone, giving like that highlight color, a little bit on my chin, above my lip. Okay? Love it. Now I'm going to be using liquid liner. It's actually a gel liner. And there it is. I'm just going to be doing my normal line that I normally would. How many times can Jen say normal? And I'm going to flick it up into that line that I was making with my shadow, if you can see that. Okay, and just do that to the other eye, and then as soon as I'm done with that, I'm going to do one coat of mascara and put on my Demi Wispies in black. So I'll see you in just a second. Okay, so I did my false lashes, my Demi Wispies, and then I stenciled my brows. And I really liked, I mean, just so many things about her look were quite severe, even though it's a softer tone of makeup that she was using. So I really, really liked that and just wanted to kind of do that. So now I'm just going to take my 88 palette from Coastal Scents, and I always use these colors down here in the corner for my eyebrows. Since it's a wax-based product, I know I say this all the time, but for my new followers and new readers, this is a wax-based product. I put that on there so as not to have it travel, just to get it set. I use powder on top of that. And that is the case for anything that you use that is a cream-based product, a wax-based product. You need to need to set it. So just do a little bit here for time's sake. Make sure it's all nice and put together. Okay, perfect. Now what I want to do to the underneath of my eye is take that little tiny Maxine's mop that we were using, take my Fig 1, lightly tap, because Fig 1 is all over the place, and go right underneath my eye and out just a touch right there. Do you see that? So I'm leaving this open right here. Okay, and as soon as I'm done with that, I'm going to take the plum dressing, just any maroon, and go over that where I did it in the middle. And then extend so it's on its own a little bit more inward. So on top of Fig 1, not at the ends though, just in the middle. And then carry it out on its own just a little bit. And then with my pinky, I'm just going to take my Blanc type and tap it in the middle. Now I'm going to put some lashes, or some mascara, excuse me, on the bottom. And there we have our Valentine makeup right there. You can choose anything that you want for your lips. Keep it in the same family as the blush that you decided to choose. I'm probably going to keep it pretty bare, but I do like grabbing Blonde Venus from NARS, which is just a very great nude color without having you look too washed out. And if ever you feel like your lips are too muted, you can take a shade lighter than what you're using as far as your concealer, and just take a small brush and just outline the rim of your lips so it will make you not look as washed out. But I will probably also do a dab of pink gloss on top. And when I do gloss, I only do the bottom middle and the top middle. I don't want to get those goopy things on the inside of my lips. It's gross. And there we are. There's our Valentine look. I hope you guys liked it, and I hope that you'll try it. Let me get a little bit closer so you can see. Perfect. And I will talk to you guys later. Have a happy, happy Valentine's Day. Don't forget about the Valentine Day giveaway at classycosmetics.blogspot.com. If you're watching this from YouTube, I'm giving away Making Faces, the book by Kevin Aquan. It's my favorite makeup book, most beloved makeup book ever. All you have to do is send me a picture of you and your Valentine, and like me on Facebook, like me on Classy Cosmetics, and that's about it. And just kind of sit back and hope to win. So I will talk to you guys later, and keep the requests coming, and have a great day.